What's up YouTube? Today is November 29th and welcome back to another daily vlog. If you're new, basically on these vlogs, it's been going on for about, this is probably number close to 30 or 40, I'm not sure. I'm kind of backed up on the vlogs to upload on YouTube, so I'm not sure on the count. But right now on my channel, as of today, I have 22, so I have about 14 backed up. So that means, yeah, whatever the number is, that's basically how long I've been doing this. And the main point of it was to show my perspective on things, and really in depth and raw, unfiltered, just kind of straight to the point where my mind's at, and where my mind's at a current time, current place. So today's November 29th, and I spent most of today visiting my family that I haven't seen in a long time, and we talked a lot about, they wanted to see kind of, how my life's been lately and where I've been at lately. And it's about 11 o'clock, and I was gonna wait until the next day to talk about this, but I kind of wanted to talk about it now because it kind of really hit home. They were catching up a lot about kind of what you've been doing for the past year, past 2 years, because I haven't seen them in a couple years, or actually haven't had a deep enough talk with them, so they don't really know kind of what I've been up to. And yeah, it's kind of the first time I've talked to someone recently about my life and these past couple months and what I've been doing with my life. The reason it hit home for me was because a huge realization of culture and how we're brought up, and how we're influenced as kids. We don't know it when we're kids. We don't think about it that in depth, kind of. Give me a second. So yeah, I just wanted to get on here to talk about, it's just, as kids, we don't really think about, when we're younger, we don't really think about the environment that we're brought up in and how it affects us. And it affects us a lot, actually. It affects how we perceive the world. It affects how we perceive ourselves and how we perceive success, how we perceive happiness, or the meaning of life, or money, basically everything. If you're lucky enough to be surrounded by a family and be surrounded by a family constantly, when you're a kid, you're gonna have a different experience, of course, with the adults that you're growing up with. But for me, it was really about going to college and getting a job, getting a degree, and that was success. That was kind of the direction that I was gonna take life, and that was all I knew. And it was difficult for me to break out of that mold, when it did happen, 2017, when I decided when I dropped out of college and wanted to figure things out for myself, because I knew there was more out there. And I was, in 2017, when I was around 19 years old, I was barely introduced to it, just a taste of what was outside of college. And now it's been a couple years since I've kind of been introduced to the whole entrepreneurial world on social media, and there's just so much more than just the money, cars. It's actually leaving a lasting impact on the world. It's affecting real people and changing their lives. At least for me, these are my goals right now, is actually changing the lives of people and being the best version of myself I can be for others. And the 2 years that I was trying to figure out from 2017 to, I know I don't have it figured out right now, but from 2017 till now, it's been like a constant loop of trying to figure it out, trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life, trying to figure out who I wanted to be, trying to figure out my career. And for the longest time, I believed that like the decision I made was set in stone, that it was like life or death. It was like you choose this, or you die, or you fail, or you messed up, or you upset your elders, you upset your family. And it's kind of a hard topic to talk to and to, you know, tell either parents, your elders, the people you grew up around. Coming from where I'm grown up, it's like, you know, you respect them, and you know, of course I'm not going to be there to prove my point or to convince them, but I definitely want to show them, you know. So alright, so I apologize for the bad lighting and just the change in environment, whatever, but I don't really have a space to record, so it's kind of like you make do with what you have. So anyways, you know, it's just when, for example, today, you know, I had the conversation with my grandpa that, you know, I haven't really talked to in depth about what I've been doing with my life since probably high school. And since then, all he's really known is that I moved and I dropped out of college and I'm working at a restaurant. And he didn't really know the behind the scenes stuff. And of course, how is he supposed to know if I never said anything? So I think, you know, the main purpose of these vlogs is to show everything, is to show all the stuff of what people go through, especially my age. It could be any age, but right now, like people my age, 22, graduating college, it's like life hits you. It's like, what are you really gonna do now with the paper that you have in your hand? What do you want to do with your life? Like, who are you, basically? Some people go there, some people don't mentally, like thinking that in depth, you know, but I definitely do. And I think with these vlogs, being able to talk about it and being able to just be comfortable with it, hopefully in the end will help spread that conversation and will help make it more of the norm to be able to talk about these things. Because before I got in depth about kind of myself and who I am, it was more just automation mode, and I didn't really think about the deeper questions. Especially, I don't know a lot of people my age thinking about the deeper questions. And I think that's something that definitely needs to change. It's definitely something that should be talked about and should be normalized, especially for people of all ages, you know. Everybody's timing is different, and when I've gotten on calls with people in communities that I'm a part of online, the ages are so different, but the struggles are exactly the same. And it's these struggles that could be easily overlooked if we don't really look at them, and definitely affect us in the long run if we don't look at them. So yeah, I'll talk definitely more about it tomorrow because it's getting late and I kind of lost track of what I've talked about in this vlog. But basically, you know, I just want to say, like, really get to know yourself if you haven't gone there. Really ask yourself the deeper questions, like, what do you want out of life, and what do you really want out of life, you know, after that first question. And the third question is like, okay, what do you really, really want out of life? Taking away what everybody else thinks, what expectations you think about your life, anything. Sit in yourself in a room and just really get deep into like, what do you really want to do, and what makes you happy, and how do you want to leave this world? How do you want the world to know you when you're gone? How do you want your kids to know you? How do you want your family to know you? And what kind of man, what kind of woman do you want to be? So yeah, I just really advocate for asking yourself those deeper questions if you haven't gone there. And yeah, so I'll talk more about it in the tomorrow's vlog. My voice is kind of gone. I've been singing a lot today because we've been driving a lot and the radio's been on, whatnot, or the aux cords have been on. So yeah, I hope you have a beautiful day, and you know, in some way this vlog helps you, and I'll see you around tomorrow's vlog. Have a good day.